Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Naili and I will be the first presenter to introduce for our slide. So for the second slide is our group member's name and also our student ID, and we also attach our photo. So I will go for the first one, which is me. My name is Naili Shahmi binti Zainuddin. The second one is my friend, which is Nur Syafiqah Amira binti Azmi. And the last one is Nur Atirah binti Muhammad Zulkifli.
Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Syafiqah Amira binti Azmi and I would like to present the differences between classical cipher and modern encryption. The first one is about the type of data being encrypted. For the classical cipher, it is only encrypted written text messages or plain text. The plain text can be characters, letters and digits. It is mainly changing the arrangement of the position of the letters and characters and even combining them along with digits. Meanwhile, modern encryption operates on binary bit sequence, which are the sequence of 0 and 1. The binary bit represent the digital objects that need to be transmitted to produce an encoded result. Next, the difference in their security mechanism. The classical cipher is based on the concept of security through obscurity. The techniques that are utilized for this classical encryption were kept secrets. Only the parties involved in the communication know about them. Modern encryption, however, relies on the mathematical algorithms for both encryption and decryption. Information which is publicly known. The secrecy of it can be obtained through a secret key, which is being utilized by the algorithm itself. Lastly, both encryption and decryption in classical ciphers are done by hand. During the early era, not everyone can read and write. Not everyone can receive an education due to their poor wealth and status. However, the encryption and decryption in modern encryption can be done by utilizing computers and software. The existing and utilizing the usage of computers and software in the encryption itself can cause the ciphers become more complex and harder to crack by the hackers itself and even us.
Brute force attacks are a common technique for breaking codes. In the brute force attacks, username and password are guessed in an effort to log into a system without authorization. In 2020, the Canadian Revenue Agency was once a target of brute force attacks. Around 11,000 accounts belonging to the CRA were compromised in the hack back in August 2020. The hackers hacked the impacted victim using the previously acquired login information, including their username and password. While ciphertext only attack is a form of attack paradigm in which the attacker is only aware of the ciphertext or the encrypted text. During this 2020, Microsoft has been dealing with cipher attacks starting from disabling RC4 to birthday attacks against TLS cipher. It turns into a hot issue after subhosts revealed that Office 365 message encryption (OME) are encrypted in insecure electronic code book (ECB) mode operation. Replay attacks take place when a hacker listen in secure network connection, intercept it, and then purposefully delays or resend it to trick the recipient into doing what the hackers want. By simply transmitting the entire thing again, the attack could be successful. Replay attack that affects some Honda and Acura automobile models was published around the end of March 2020. It enables nearby hackers to unlock the car and even start it from the short distance in order to take the car's remotely keyless entry system. A threat actor must first intercept the radio frequency, which is RF signals, that the car key fob send to the vehicles. To countermeasure brute force attack, we can enforce the using of strong password. does not contain the information that can be found, especially online, and instead use a password with a combination of letters, numbers, and symbols. Plus, make sure to use different password for each accounts of ours. For ciphertext-only attacks, only a small number of encrypted communication are available to the attackers during the ciphertext-only attack. The attackers doesn't know what is the plain text information or the secret key might be. For replay attack, by employing timestamp on all data or message, this will restrict the amount of time for the hackers to resend the communication that have already been transmitted, which is make it harder for the attacker to airdrops or steal the message and resend it.
Now, I would like to present the two differences between the cryptanalysis and cryptography attacks. Firstly, cryptanalysis is a technique of decrypting information that had been used by the cryptanalyst to gain access to the contents of an encrypted message without knowing the key. The cryptanalyst is paid by the authorized organization to help them to find weaknesses and improve the security of their system. However, cryptography attacks is an illegal act done by hackers to gain access to the contents of encrypted message without knowing the secret key. They try to gain access to the messages so they can alter and threaten their victims for money. Cryptanalysis is a study of breaking the code without the cryptanalyst has to decrypt the ciphertext without the knowledge of encryption details. This kind of study can help cryptanalysts to learn and understand the attacks being utilized by the bad guys, hackers, to prevent it in the future. Meanwhile, cryptography attack is a method for circumventing the security of a cryptographic system by finding a weakness in a code, cipher, cryptography protocols, or key management scheme. Hackers utilize the method to gain access to the encrypted message or ciphertext, which is a lot of profit, and expose the weakness of the victim's current system.
Now I will present about the job scope between a cryptanalyst and also a hacker. So I will do comparison here, which is the left is hacker and at the right is cryptanalyst. So I start with the cryptanalyst first, which is the first one is what cryptanalysts always do and what hackers always do. So for cryptanalysts, they usually will solve the algorithm problems, designing, implementing, and also analyze it. For the secret code, they always decrypt and encrypt the secret code and they send to the top agencies such as law enforcement, political and military, and the others. Next, we go to the hacker. So what hackers always do, they are usually more to networking, computer problems, and they need to fix the problem. And most of the time, usually people will call the hackers as a negative person. When someone heard the hacker's name, they will assume that hackers always commit crimes like trying to steal someone's personal information data, but actually not all hackers will commit crimes. Next, the cryptanalyst is a legal job. I can say that not anyone can be cryptanalyst since it is one of the challenges career and not just a title we call someone cryptanalyst. No, the company may also ask for certificate since they want a proof that the person have a qualification to be a cryptanalyst. For hacker can be illegal and legal, but anyone can be a hacker. Even if you didn't have any authorized access, you still can be a hacker, but that's still wrong and will offend under the Computer Misuse Act 1990. And usually, for hackers that in legal job, they always have a permission from the government or their companies to do their job. The last one for the cryptanalyst, which is the requirement to be a cryptanalyst. Since cryptanalyst is the challenges career, so of course, the cryptanalyst must have at least bachelor's degree in mathematics or in computer science. So the last one for the hacker, this is applicable for hackers that has a legal job. Hackers need to have a lot of skills. Of course, programming skills since they are a hacker, so they need to learn a lot of programming language, such as maybe a Java, C++, and the others. And also, they need to have some knowledge about hardware, database skill, and other various skills. For education level, the minimum requirement is diploma. And for now that I've been searched, the maximum requirement is just a bachelor's degree in computer science, computer engineering, and also finance. If you have one of these three, maybe you can be a hacker. So that's all from us. Thank you.